Hello and welcome to Country Life Simple. Today we're doing a tour around the garden. So come on with me. It's 6:15 on a Friday morning and I'm sitting here and enjoying my morning coffee. And around me there is so much beautiful smelling jasmine. For everybody who knows how jasmine smells, can you imagine that aroma here? We put this jasmine up about I had it up in my Facebook memories the other day. I think it was 2018, so 4 years ago, in the middle of a drought. And now it's growing all over here. Janos, of course, is there as well. And I'll show you the vegetable garden. So unfortunately the cockatoos got into the sunflowers, so that's why some of them have fallen over. That must have happened yesterday. I was shopping last night, but yeah, the cockatoos like to get into the seeds. I'll cut them down later on, or these ones which are on the ground, and give them to the chooks. I've got the asparagus growing here, and in between I've got some basil I didn't plant, and coriander I didn't plant, and even some beans I didn't plant. I thought I took them all out, but there's still some in there. And in here I've got my pumpkin situation. Let's do a head count of the pumpkins, hey? So there's one actually hanging here. One. Not to count all the flowers. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, there's a new one. 6. 7. No idea how many are there, but let's just keep counting on the outside. So that was 7. There's 1. 8. 9. Another one growing here. I'm not counting that yet. 10. Oof, spider web. 11. Oof, spider. 12. 13. 14. 15. Counted 16 the other day. I must have missed one. Ooh, I'm full of spiders. Not spiders, spider web netting. Planted some lettuce here last weekend, and there's the basil growing. I've got one lonely cucumber. The others didn't quite come, so I planted some more on the weekend, and I got to put a trellis up. I still got the tomato situation. I thinned them out and cut them back a fair bit, but obviously new ones have come up. So, well, then here I've got rock melon. I had a big plant here. I thought it was a hollyhock, but it wasn't. So I took it out because I just took over. The herb garden. I've got oregano and thyme and sage and basil and more oregano and thyme and marjoram. And then here is the watermelons. And here are the hollyhocks. Stockhausen, I've been told in German. Aren't they beautiful? They don't smell, unfortunately, but they look beautiful. Very cottage gardeny. And then my nectarine tree. Now I've got to find the nectarines. It did have some nectarines. No, I can't see them. But it had heaps of flowers, so hopefully we'll have a few nectarines. It's a bit warm here for nectarines. Pigeon pea. Guava. Where are my guavas? There. I like them in juice. Another lemon tree. Lime tree. Got a few limes, baby limes. The grapefruit tree. I just took the last of the grapefruit off here. Had about another 17 or so. And there's new ones forming. And then the mandarin tree, it's got heaps of baby mandarins. They normally all don't turn out, but you know, maybe some. And orange tree. 2 little oranges. The zinnias are nearly finished flowering. And here I've got chilies and apples. And there's another apple tree there. And a beautiful, this is my favourite, gerbera. Yeah, so we had about 800 mils of rain so far this year, which is just average basically, but you know, a few years ago we only had less than 300 in a year, so we're happy. The chooks are happy. Digging for worms, and there's actually quite a few in here. Worms, that is. Chooks too. About 12. My plum tree. What else do I have here? Lychees. I never had any lychees. I don't really know how they grow. I had flowers. We'll see. It's still little. And then I've got an orange tree here with one orange. Not harvested yet. It's still a little tree. That's where the pigeon peas grow in. I've got the ginger here. Got beautiful flowers, hasn't it? They open up. Let's see if I can find some open. They all have finished flowering. They're like an orchid. They look quite pretty. And I've got the mulberries. And of course over there the bananas. And that mulberry tree, I have already harvested heaps of mulberries. I'm hoping for some mulberry jam this year. And then my eucalyptus tree had flowered for the first time this year as well. And my elderberry. I'm leaving the flowers on at the moment because I'm hoping for berries for elderberry liqueur instead of elderflower liqueur. I made elderflower liqueur and that was nice, but my preference is elderberry liqueur. So if I get in before the birds, I should have some. Another mulberry. I need to tie this one up, and some grapevine and some more elderberry. And dog with his duck. Where's your duck? Fig tree. Little figs growing. You couldn't see that, could you? I did not plant these tomatoes. I've got parsley, fichua, and another lime tree. I don't think there's any limes on that yet. And then, of course, the pomegranate situation. I love pomegranates. So they've got flowers like this. And then similar to like a pumpkin, the flowers turn into a nice pomegranate. There's a bigger one down the bottom. Unfortunately, these trees, this bush, has really bad thorns. So I gotta make sure I cut this area off here. Otherwise Steve will drive into it with the lawnmower and he'll be not happy. See how spiky they are? They're very spiky. And then I got my mango tree. And tarragon. And then up the front we've got Mandevilla, I think they're called, something like that. And look, more jasmine. How beautiful. And I think I've been told to play. You want to play, do you? You want to play? I can't see what I'm doing. Oh. Rand and band. And then we've got our palm garden here, just next to the pool. Hang on, gotta throw the ball. Look at that. Haven't been in the pool yet, it's been a bit cold. This is my little cottage garden. I basically look at this when I look out of the window of the study. I've got hibiscus, and I think they were called lavender lanterns. I can't remember what this plant is called. I've got heaps of salvias. Another hibiscus, and in the middle there, that is a lemon myrtle. And then I just saw, look at all these flowers on the gardenia. Wow, that smells beautiful. So many little flowers. And some little, I think they're irises. No, I'm not sure. And here too, look at the gardenia. Gee whiz. This is a port wine magnolia. Doesn't have any flowers now, but it had a whole heap this year and also a beautiful smell. But yeah, I can't get over the gardenia. And this I just planted not long ago. Steve has redecorated too. Planted some new pot plants. Azalea, hibiscus, and he also got a few bird feeders for his king parrots. I think that looks like a croton. Magnolia. Oh, this fancy bird feeder. We take the food inside overnight so that we don't get any vermin. And then he planted the big banana. And then here he's got his tropical garden. That's fairly newly planted, so it looks still a bit sparse. A Cuban palm and some crotons. And as you can see, lots of pots too. And the big palm. That just used to be in a pot. Show you my little harvest basket. So this is today's harvest: a couple of lemons, some eggs and some tomatoes. And this is what I made today: a little bag, thanks to Smart Design Embroidery. I'll link it down below. And I have put all of my gardening things I need when I walk around the garden. I've got sunglasses, sunscreen, tissues, scissors, pen and paper, my secateurs, and a little chapstick. So yeah, I made this little bag today so I can put all these things in here and carry it around with me so they don't fall around all over the place in the basket, and it just looks really nice. What do you reckon? Do you like it?